just sitting there minding my own business, and have you noticed it is open season on people being, straightforward racist.
Who allowed Israel to be attacked, and now he's not even helping Israel? And Jewish people that go for Biden and the Democrats, they should have their head examined.
I'm not joking. It's not even disguising it. And it's not funny at all, but he's actually been pushing this anti-Semitic line since March.
And any Jewish person that votes for a Democrat or votes for Biden should have their head examined.
Freeze! Mumbling Mitch has something to mumble about. This guy, why is Mumbling Mitch even still actually in politics? Make any sense?
To me, they're just non-stop attacks on the Supreme Court, week after week after week. And so I'm not going to dignify that with a response. We need to leave the Supreme Court alone, protect them.
So I'm just wondering, what is everybody going to do if we get to Conviction Day? Conviction Day really could happen. I get the idea that former guy is well aware what's coming down the road. Conviction Day soon comes.
That's right. Well, my colleague Kristen Holmes and I are told that overall, when they're looking forward to this, whatever the verdict may be and whenever it may come, we're told that the former president is preparing for a potential conviction, at least on some of the counts. And that's largely because Donald Trump personally believes that the jury is biased. He has long believed, even before the trial began, that he could not get. And then they come in and they do it. Why? This is all a show. President Trump has said it a million times. This is the Biden-Trump show trial after show trial. And guess what? They're falling apart from fin. You have Judge Merchan, who should have recused himself. Judge Merchan, who I want the American people to remember very astutely, has somehow randomly had Steve Bannon's case, had Alan Weisselberg's case, and now put Alan Weisselberg back in jail. Okay, this is what we're dealing with. Somehow he randomly also gets Donald Trump. That's not the way the system works. You assign a case randomly. That's the way it's supposed to work. But it's the way it's supposed to work. But in the new America, under the Biden regime, we are sitting here in a politicization of all our judicial systems. He is intentionally obstructing the defense's case. There is no point in us even putting on a defense when you have a judge who is sitting there telling the jury, don't listen to them, I'm going to scream, I'm going to even tell the press that they can't sit in there. And God knows the press is tough on me, but I had their back in this one. They had no business kicking them out. And that judge, God knows the press is tough on me, but I had their back in this one. They had no business kicking them out. And that judge is so crooked that he couldn't stand that there was bad evidence being brought in.
Meanwhile, in Arizona, it's just a normal Republican precinct meeting. These people, this is just... Right, let's talk traffic. I know, it's something I wasn't expecting to ever need to examine and analyze, but this picture that various people, Trump posted, of what they were purporting to be Trump's motorcade, it wasn't even his. They used footage from President Biden in New York and passed it off as Trump's. Community notes, Poor the Eric.
If you try to stare me down one more time, I will remove you from the stand. I will strike his entire testimony. Do you understand me? Mr. Bove, yes, Judge, I understand. When Donald Trump's criminal defense lawyer said, yes, Judge, I understand, he and the rest of the legal team also fully understood what a catastrophic mistake it was to put an uncouth buffoon on the witness stand as a defense witness for an uncouth buffoon.
This is like projection and spin on or something. Steve Bannon, sorry, I'm just bringing it to you, don't shoot the messenger, is now claiming that the raid on Mar-a-Lago for the former guy taking documents which weren't his was an attempted assassination attempt. I've got nothing.
Mike, what is Jim Jordan and Mike Johnson need? You should start impeachment proceedings just on that. They authorized deadly force. They had a medic. They had a plan to triage the wounded. They had a trauma center 18 miles away and a map. This was an attempted assassination attempt on Donald John Trump or people associated with him. They wanted a gunfight. They brought they had use of deadly force, authorized.
Meanwhile, back in the normal world, CNN had their take on it.
In these hundreds of pages of documents, we're getting a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look of the scramble that was going on as the government was trying to retrieve documents from the possession of Donald Trump here in Florida. What we're seeing in some of these documents is some images of Walt Nauta, who is one of the co-defendants. He's somebody who works for the former president, and these images are from surveillance video, appear to show him moving boxes sometime around June of 2022. Now, this is after Trump had received a subpoena ordering him to turn over documents, and his lawyer was going to do a search to try to find some of these documents. What the government is saying is that this is proof that Nauta, at the direction of the former president, was trying to move boxes, move classified documents, so that the lawyer would not be able to find it. Now, part of this is all explaining why Judge Beryl Howell in Washington ordered Evan Corcoran, who is a former lawyer for the former president, ordered him to provide information, to provide documents to...
I'm about to put on that lost face that I had nothing again. Remember Katie Britt? Of the, well, she had the right to reply and all of that stuff after State of the Union. She now wants to be rebranded as the Black Widow. Told you I'm going to put that expression on.
Widow.
So true.
So I have been saying, I hope that sticks. Like I could be like the Black Widow. Do you know what I mean?
We should do it. I think we should do our own version.
I think we just go for it. I really do.
The circus, which is what's going on in New York with the hush money case, is attracting all types of journalists and reporters, some of Pulitzer winning status. And then you got Andrew Giuliani. He really wrote this. We're still doing journalism. Understand this one. Don Shitsy Pantsy is not a member of the elite. He's not a member of the ruling class. He's just like you and me. Who says so? This clown.
They want Donald Trump to disappear. They want to send him to jail. They want to take him off the main stage because they know here's their biggest danger to taking the ruling class down. No, you know why? Donald Trump is not the ruling class.
So, a member of the ruling, 130 years in prison, and he's a member of the elite. That's pathetic. You're not a journalist. So
when Fox aren't covering politics, they're making up. Well, I can only describe this as I have no idea what went on. I've seen the still. What do you think the story was to go with this? But hey, it wasn't just former guy in court on Tuesday. Rudy Giuliani is also in court in Arizona. And then between forgetting to turn his mic off when he was on his Zoom, he also got a little bit excited. Now, not the Borat type of excited.
You can give me your phone number and your address.
Put down your crumb.
What is it about Rudy Giuliani and his zipper? You remember Borat? No problem. The guy doesn't know how to do a Zoom call. Have a listen. Little bit of advice, Rudy. Turn the mic off next time you want to have a pee.
Okay, thank you very much. No, you're welcome. I'm sorry that that wasn't clear.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Great. Number 66 on today's calendar. 66 is CR 2024. Yes, it's you, Mr. Giuliani. I'm just calling the case 2024 006. Let's see. 680. It's time set for the not guilty arraignment. Would you please state your name?
Rudolph Giuliani.
And your date of birth?
Happened today was very procedural, Wolf. It was a total of 11 who were arraigned today. There are in this indictment a total of 18 defendants, really a lot of Trump allies nationally, but primarily those so-called fake electors here in Arizona. So that's what this case overall is about. Today's the arraignment, but it was the effort, the drama of trying to get Rudy Giuliani to appear here for the last 3 weeks that took center stage and really was the attention getter of the day. So the way it was laid out in court is that agents from the Attorney General's office had been chasing Giuliani from New York to Florida, that he had been live streaming both in New York and most recently at his birthday party, in his 80th birthday party in Palm Beach, Florida. He had also been tweeting from that party saying essentially, can't find me. And this had been this online discussion between him and agents who are trying to find him. So in court today, because he was served as he was leaving the party to appear here in court, as the court proceeding unraveled, what you heard the Attorney General's office say is that they want him to now be ordered to appear here within 30 days and have to pay a bond. It is something that Giuliani certainly felt was unfair. Take a listen.
I've been indicted in Georgia. I've appeared on every occasion. I've been sued about 20 to 25 times by a very, very similar movement to this one, which is the let's see what we can do to destroy Donald Trump movement.
Okay, give me just a moment. Okay, sir.
I do consider this indictment a complete embarrassment to the American legal system, but I've shown no tendency not to comply. I show up for every court appearance, and there must have been about 20 to 30 of them. There is no history of my being a flight risk, which is the basis
I think I understand your position.
Thank you, sir. I think it'd be outrageous if you set a bond in this completely political case that comes very, very late.
All right, sir.
Sir. 3 years ago.
I don't want to mute you, but I need to move on. Give me just a moment. I understand what your position is regarding release conditions.
The judge was not amused. She did order that he has to appear in the next 30 days as well as pay a $10,000 bond, Wolf. That means he'll have to get his mugshot and be fingerprinted when he arrives here in Arizona.
Late breaking news. I feel like banging my head against the wall. According to Jesse Waters, President Biden himself ordered the assassination of FaBRICATION.
Alert, a major bombshell in the Trump documents case. The FBI authorized the use of deadly force during the Mar-a-Lago raid. This according to documents filed by Trump's legal team. Agents in unmarked polo shirts planned to bring standard issue weapons, ammo, handcuffs, medium and large size bolt cutters, and even lock-picking equipment as they prepared to go door to door at Mar-a-Lago. And they did, ransacking Melania Trump's bedroom along with Barron Trump's bedroom. The FBI also took extensive photographs of Melania and Barron's rooms for no apparent reason. Think about this for a second. Joe Biden sent men with guns to his political opponent's house and turned their bedrooms upside down. That's never happened in the history of the United States. And we've had some crazy presidents. This was the former First Lady and a professional model. These people are sick. And Biden complains about his son's privacy, hunters. He had armed men rummage through Barron's bedroom. The FBI even allegedly had a medic on site in case someone was shot. Trump reacting, quote, "Wow, I just came out of the Biden witch hunt trial in Manhattan, the icebox, and was shown report."
Anyway, can we get back to this MAGA versus Republicans thing going on in Arizona?
We're not listening to it. Get your head out of this. No, you. No more rhinos in this place. No, you shut the fuck up. No more rhinos in here. He's got a motion. I have a motion. Oh yeah, you want to do it? I have a motion. You want to do it? I have a motion. You want to fucking go? Keep an emotion on the floor.